Surprisingly, vampire bat saliva could save lives. This intriguing fact highlights the unique substance found in the saliva of vampire bats, disbelief, a natural anticoagulant. Scientists have discovered that this molecule can help prevent blood from clotting, making it potentially invaluable for treating stroke victims. Since every minute counts during a stroke, researchers are investigating a synthetic version of disbelief to see if it can extend the window for effective treatment. By maintaining blood flow to the brain longer, this treatment could lead to better recovery outcomes for those affected by strokes. The idea of using animal-derived substances in medicine isn't new, but the novel properties of vampire bat saliva offer a fascinating glimpse into the wild world of scientific innovation. Could this bat's saliva actually hold the key to a breakthrough in medical science? Believe it or not, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon is real. This intriguing concept explains a curious psychological effect where people start noticing something more often after they've learned about it. Imagine you just bought a new car, and suddenly it feels like every other driver is behind the wheel of the same model. This happens because our brains are wired to seek out patterns and make connections, often amplifying what we've recently encountered. When we learn about a specific word, trend, or idea, it sticks in our memory. Then it seems to pop up everywhere around us. This isn't because the item became more prevalent. Instead, our heightened awareness tricks us into thinking so. It's a classic example of selective attention, where our minds filter information to focus on what we find most relevant. Many people experience this with things like baby names, fashion trends, or even new technology. It makes you wonder, how often are we influenced by our own perceptions rather than reality? Let's uncover the truth about Mount Nyiragongo. This incredible volcano, situated in the heart of the Congo, boasts a stunning and rare lava lake that makes it look like something out of a science fiction movie. Imagine a lake filled with molten rock, bubbling and glowing, creating an otherworldly scene against the backdrop of lush green mountains. The lake's continuous activity not only fascinates volcano enthusiasts, but also provides a unique habitat for specialized organisms that thrive in extreme environments. Mount Nyiragongo is part of a volcanic range that has been active for centuries, and its lava lake is one of only a few on the planet. While it brings beauty and intrigue, it's essential to remember that the volcano also poses certain risks. Knowing about its eruptions and lava flow can help local communities stay safe while appreciating this natural wonder. Isn't it amazing how nature combines beauty and danger in such a spectacular way? Is it really true that Sweden split from Denmark? In the early 16th century, tensions soared within the Kalmar Union, a political alliance that once united Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. The main conflict arose between Denmark and Sweden, causing a series of uprisings and internal strife. These tensions were fueled by power struggles and disputes over resources. Despite attempts to maintain unity, Sweden officially broke away from the Union in 1523, ending this significant political partnership after more than a century. This split not only altered the course of Scandinavian history, but also laid the groundwork for the rivalries and relationships that continue to shape Nordic interactions today. The legacy of the Kalmar Union reminds us of the complexities in regional alliances and how historical decisions influence present-day politics. What lessons can we learn from this turbulent past? Can you imagine glowing buildings lighting up cities? LED facades like the breathtaking Samsung OmniTube in Seoul are transforming how we experience commercial spaces. These cutting-edge displays are not just for show, they create immersive environments that captivate audiences. A prime example is the Starfield COEX Center in South Korea, where these radiant installations draw in crowds, showcasing stunning visuals that can change the mood of the entire area. Imagine walking through a mall or event space, surrounded by vibrant colors and dynamic patterns that shift and flow as you move. This technology isn't just eye candy. It enhances brand storytelling and creates unforgettable experiences for visitors. As cities evolve and grow, will we see more of these brilliant LED facades lighting up our urban landscapes? The future looks bright, quite literally. Believe it or not, chocolate was born in Hershey. In 1894, Milton Hershey made a daring move that forever transformed the world of sweets by launching his chocolate company. This wasn't just about making candy. Hershey envisioned a better life for his workers and took it a step further in 1907 by establishing the town of Hershey as a model community. Imagine a picturesque town where charming streets are shaded by trees and the air is filled with the delightful aroma of chocolate. As a hub for chocolate production, Hershey soon became famous for its delectable treats, drawing in countless visitors eager to indulge. Today, families flock to Hershey Park, where thrilling rides and chocolate-themed attractions create unforgettable memories. Beyond attractions, Milton's legacy is woven into the fabric of the town, reflecting his commitment to ensuring his workers thrived alongside their sweet creations. The spirit of community thrives here, reminding us all that sometimes happiness can be found in the rich, velvety taste of chocolate. How sweet is that? Did you know Obama joined Mythbusters for science? In a fascinating episode of the popular show Mythbusters, former President Barack Obama took on the legendary experiment of Archimedes. This myth suggests that Archimedes used solar mirrors to set fire to enemy ships during a naval battle. To explore this historic claim, Obama worked alongside the show's hosts and a team of scientists to test whether a series of polished mirrors could indeed produce enough sunlight to ignite wood and sink a ship. Equipped with shiny mirrors and a little bit of science, they aimed focused sunlight onto a model ship, examining how different angles and distances affected the results. The experiment turned out to be an exciting blend of history and science, showcasing how ancient innovations can spark curiosity even in the modern world. This episode not only entertained, but also educated viewers about the principles of optics and the fun of scientific investigation. So did they succeed in replicating Archimedes' legendary feat? You'll have to watch to find out. Have you heard about America's nightlife scene? In the United States, there's a stunning nightlife statistic to consider. For every 1,500 people, there's one bar or nightclub. This means that in many cities, you can find a vibrant social hub just around the corner. From trendy cocktail lounges in places like New York City to laid-back beach bars in California, the choices are as diverse as the people who visit them. Nightlife plays an essential role in American culture, serving as a space for socializing, entertainment, and even relaxation after a long week. Friends gather to enjoy live music or dance the night away, while others simply unwind with a drink and great conversation. Cities known for their bustling nightlife, like Las Vegas and Miami, particularly showcase this phenomenon, attracting countless visitors looking to have fun. So whether you prefer a quiet pub with local brews or an energetic club with dancing, America offers enough nightlife options to keep everyone entertained. What's your favorite type of night out? Let's uncover the truth about Neuschwanstein Castle. This breathtaking castle in Germany is not just a sight to behold. It's a dazzling example of romantic architecture that seems to leap straight out of a fairy tale. Built in the 19th century for King Ludwig II, Neuschwanstein stands majestically against a backdrop of lush mountains and dense forests, making it a favorite among visitors and photographers alike. Its enchanting design, with soaring towers and intricate decorations, served as a major inspiration for Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle, bringing a touch of magic to animation lovers around the world. As you wander through its towers and halls, you can almost hear the whispers of history and romance. Every corner reveals an extraordinary story, blending both art and nature in a way that leaves people spellbound. So why not plan a visit to this enchanting place and experience the magic for yourself? Ever thought about the ancient roots of dentistry? Dentistry is one of the oldest professions in human history, dating back to around 7000 BC. Early practitioners, who played a vital role in maintaining dental hygiene, relied on simple yet effective flint tools to care for teeth. Imagine how different life was in those times. People didn't have the modern conveniences of toothpaste or electric toothbrushes, yet they understood the importance of oral health. Archaeological findings suggest that these early dentists employed techniques that, while rudimentary, showed an impressive understanding of dental care, including the treatment of cavities and tooth extraction. As societies evolved, so did their approaches to dentistry, leading to the development of more sophisticated tools and practices. Today, we're fortunate to have a wealth of knowledge and technologies at our disposal, from fluoride treatments to advanced orthodontics. This journey through time highlights not just the importance of dental health, but also how much we owe to those ancient pioneers for laying the foundation of modern dentistry. Let's uncover the truth about Cholula's pyramid. While most people think of Egypt when they hear the word pyramid, the world's largest pyramid is actually the Great Pyramid of Cholula in Cholula, Puebla, Mexico. This massive structure measures an astonishing 4,300 feet wide and stands at a height of about 217 feet, making it larger than the famous Pyramid of Giza. What's fascinating is that the pyramid is mostly covered by soil and vegetation, which gives it the appearance of a natural hill. However, beneath the surface lies a stunning complex of ancient tunnels and chambers. Built by the local indigenous people, the pyramid was dedicated to the feathered serpent god, Quetzalcoatl. Today, Cholula is a lively town with rich history, drawing tourists eager to explore its archaeological wonders. This remarkable pyramid not only showcases the ingenuity of ancient builders, but also serves as a reminder that history often holds surprising secrets. What if I told you Paul Tibbets chose cremation? Paul Tibbets, the pilot of the Enola Gay, made a unique decision about his final wishes. Known for dropping the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima during World War II, Tibbets played a critical role in a pivotal moment in history. However, after his passing in 2007, he decided against a traditional funeral or headstone. Instead, he opted for cremation, and his ashes were scattered over the English Channel, a gesture that symbolizes his desire for privacy and perhaps a final farewell that didn't draw attention. This choice reflects a man who faced immense moral and ethical questions due to his actions during the war, choosing to leave behind a legacy that is both controversial and significant. Tibbets's decision to avoid substantial ceremonies prompts reflection on how we remember historical figures and their complex legacies. Can you believe Norway's giant wooden church? This stunning structure, known as the Ørns Stave Church, proudly claims the title of the world's largest wooden church. Built in the early 13th century, it showcases remarkable Viking architectural techniques blended with medieval Christian design. Located on a picturesque hillside overlooking the fjord, this church is an architectural marvel, featuring tall, narrow wooden walls and intricate carvings that tell stories of the past. The stave style, characterized by wooden posts called staves, allows for impressive height while maintaining stability. Ørnes is not just a church, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors eager to witness its rich history and stunning craftsmanship. Inside, the atmosphere is serene and invites reflection, making it a popular spot for both tourists and locals. The church is a testament to Norway's cultural heritage and the skills of craftsmen who built it nearly 800 years ago. So whether you're an architecture enthusiast or just someone curious about history, visiting Ørnes Stave Church offers a wonderful glimpse into Norway's past and architectural prowess. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Metallica got inspired by Stephen King. The iconic band's second studio album, Ride the Lightning, was released in 1984 and took its name from a striking phrase in King's novel, The Stand. In the story, a death row inmate speaks the words, which deeply resonated with guitarist Kirk Hammett. This connection between literature and heavy metal is a prime example of how art can inspire creativity across different mediums. Ride the Lightning not only showcases Metallica's evolving sound with its blend of speed metal and intricate songwriting, but also introduces themes of personal struggle, justice, and existentialism. The album features unforgettable tracks like Fade to Black and For Whom the Bell Tolls, both of which have become staples in their live performances. Metallica's ability to draw from diverse influences like a best-selling author helped shape their distinct style and change the face of heavy metal forever. Did you know tipping was illegal in some states? Back in 1915, tipping was seen as a shady practice in the United States, leading 6 states to actually ban it. Many people thought that tipping meant employees weren't paid fairly, so they believed it promoted inequality and exploitation. This unusual decision arose during a time when tipping was mostly associated with European customs, which didn't sit well with many Americans. States like Georgia and New York led the charge against tipping, trying to encourage fair wages instead. In a twist, as society evolved, attitudes began to shift, and tipping became more accepted in the U.S. So much so that today it's common to leave a tip for servers, taxi drivers, and many more. It's fascinating how public opinion can change over time. Why did tipping suddenly become the norm after being banned? Did you know Michael Jackson owned Beatles songs? In 1985, the king of pop made a surprising move by purchasing the Lennon-McCartney song catalog for a whopping $47.5 million. This catalog included hits from the legendary Beatles, a group that shaped music history. Jackson's decision was partly a business strategy. He later licensed these iconic tracks for commercials and other projects, tapping into their lasting popularity. However, this choice didn't sit well with Paul McCartney, who felt upset about Jackson profiting from their music. McCartney had previously discussed the value of owning song rights, but Jackson pointed out that McCartney had missed the opportunity to secure his own songs when he could. This disagreement highlighted the sometimes tricky relationship between artistry and business in the music world. Jackson's bold investment not only reshaped his career, but also stirred long-standing tensions among musical legends. The story reminds us how much money and music intertwine, especially in the competitive entertainment industry. What do you think of artists owning the work of others? Prepare to be amazed by mathematical puzzles. These intriguing challenges often focus on permutations and combinations, showcasing the beauty of mathematics in action. In economics and probability studies, understanding how different arrangements can impact outcomes is crucial. For example, in designing machines like vending machines used in manufacturing or cash registers found in stores, these concepts play a significant role in efficiency. By grasping the fundamentals of permutations and combinations, engineers and financial experts can create systems that work smoothly, saving time and money. Moreover, the skills developed through solving these problems extend to everyday life, especially when managing currency. Whether you're budgeting for a trip or figuring out discounts at a store, the principles of mathematics help us make informed decisions. So the next time you encounter a math puzzle, remember its real-world significance and the skills it can cultivate. What if I told you donuts have a hidden history? It might surprise you to learn that the iconic hole in donuts was not just a quirky design choice, but a clever solution for cooking. A long time ago, bakers discovered that keeping the dough with a hole in the center allowed it to fry more evenly. Without this hole, the thick, doughy middle often remained undercooked, while the outer edges crisped up beautifully. By creating a donut shape, the dough could fry faster and more thoroughly, leading to the delicious texture we love today. This innovation not only made for tastier treats, but also improved how donuts were produced on a larger scale. Can you imagine munching on a donut that was heavy in the middle and doughy instead of fluffy? Thanks to this practical invention, today's donuts are much more enjoyable, featuring that perfect balance of softness and crunch. So next time you savor a donut, remember that tasty hole has a story of culinary ingenuity behind it. Most people don't know this, but basketball began indoors. Back in 1891, Dr. James Naismith, a physical education instructor at Springfield College, faced the challenge of icy winter conditions that kept his students confined to the classroom. To combat their restless energy, he devised a new game that would encourage movement and teamwork. He creatively used a simple peach basket and a soccer ball, laying down a few easy rules for his eager students. The goal was straightforward: toss the soccer ball into the peach basket, which was affixed to the wall. Surprisingly, the first hoop was actually a fruit basket. This innovative activity quickly caught on, leading to the establishment of formal leagues as the game gained traction. Today, basketball is a global sensation, played on everything from urban courts to grand arenas, captivating millions of fans. The sport has evolved into a highly competitive pursuit, filled with dazzling athleticism and strategy. Next time you dribble a ball or shoot for the basket, Think about those chilly classroom origins and how far this beloved game has come. Here's a wild fact about IRS history. Michael J. Dillon, a dedicated IRS revenue officer, was tragically shot on September 23, 1983. On that fateful day, while trying to collect a $500 debt, Dillon encountered former IRS employee James F. Bradley, who reacted violently. This shocking incident marked a dark chapter in the history of the IRS, as it led to Dillon becoming the only officer killed in the line of duty for a staggering 27 years. His death raised awareness about the risks faced by IRS officers and prompted discussions on safety measures. It wasn't until nearly 3 decades later that another IRS officer lost their life in a similar way, highlighting the serious nature of their work. The courage and dedication shown by officers like Dillon remind us that even in roles often seen as mundane, there are real dangers involved. How can we better support those ensuring our tax system works smoothly? Hard to believe, but dinosaurs had feathers too. Long before modern birds soared through the skies, many dinosaurs, including the swift velociraptor and the tiny microraptor, sported feathers. Fossil discoveries reveal that these feathers were not just for show. They likely served several important functions like insulation to keep warm or stunning displays to attract mates. Remarkably, the famous Archaeopteryx, which roamed the Earth around 150 million years ago, was a key player in this evolutionary story, showcasing both feathers and wings. It's considered a vital link that connects non-avian dinosaurs to the birds we see today. So when we think about feathers, we're not only looking at bird history, but we're also uncovering fascinating aspects of dinosaur life. The feathered past of these ancient creatures invites us to rethink how we view dinosaurs and their relationship with modern avians. Who knew the past could be so colorful? Most people don't know this, but gum burns calories. Chewing gum is not just a tasty treat. It can actually help you burn around 20 calories every hour. This surprisingly effective activity engages your jaw muscles while providing a fun way to keep your mouth busy. Imagine multitasking, enjoying your favorite flavor, and burning a few calories at the same time. The best part? You don't even have to hit the gym to reap some benefits. While it may not replace a workout, chewing gum can serve as a simple addition to your daily routine. Whether you're at your desk, in class, or relaxing at home, popping a piece of gum can aid in calorie burning without much thought. Staying active doesn't have to be a chore, and sometimes the smallest actions can contribute to your overall health. So next time you grab a stick of gum, remember you're doing more than just freshening your breath. Surprisingly, it's a fact that bulls can't see red. Many people believe that the color red drives bulls into a frenzy, but science tells a different story. Bulls are actually colorblind to red in other colors, meaning they can't distinguish between them like humans can. Instead of the color itself, it's the movement of the waving red cape, or muleta, during bullfighting that triggers their aggressive instincts. When the matador flaps the cloth, it catches the bull's attention, making it charge. This misconception has its roots in the dramatic spectacle of bullfighting, where the red cloth is often seen as a symbol of blood and aggression. Understanding this can change how we view these powerful animals and their instincts. So next time you think of bulls in red, remember it's really all about action and reaction, not color. Let's uncover the truth about peach fuzz. Pantone has chosen Pantone 1323. Peach fuzz is the color of the year for 2024, and this warm hue is already creating a buzz. Symbolizing a deep desire for human connection, peach fuzz embodies modern elegance, inviting us to embrace warmth and closeness in our lives. This delightful peachy tone is expected to inspire trends in fashion, interior design, and even digital media, making it a vibrant choice that brightens up our surroundings. Imagine cozy spaces decked out in this gentle shade or stylish outfits that evoke a sense of friendliness. The popularity of peach fuzz suggests that in a world often filled with cool tones and stark contrasts, there's a refreshing call for softness and intimacy. It's a color that encourages togetherness and warmth, perfect for both personal and communal spaces. Are you ready to see how peach fuzz will influence your favorite trends in the coming year? Hard to believe, but kids grow faster in spring. Recent research reveals a fascinating trend. Children often experience growth spurts more frequently during the spring months. What could be behind this seasonal boost? Well, several factors come into play. Longer daylight hours in spring lead to increased outdoor activities, which means children are more active and likely to eat better. This combination can enhance nutrient intake, fueling their bodies for growth. Additionally, spring triggers important hormonal changes that heighten the production of growth hormones. Many parents notice their kids outgrowing shoes and clothes almost overnight during this season, making it a prime time for shopping sprees. This intriguing connection between springtime and faster growth has sparked curiosity among scientists and parents alike. So as the flowers bloom and the days grow longer, it seems our little ones are also blossoming into taller versions of themselves. Why does the Abbey Road cover inspire such fascination? The iconic Abbey Road album cover by the Beatles, famous worldwide, was born just 2 days before the actual photo shoot. This astonishing instance of last-minute creativity shows that sometimes the best ideas come when there's little time for pre-planning. Photographed on a zebra crossing outside Abbey Road Studios, the image captures John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr in a moment that would become forever etched in music history. With Lennon leading barefoot and the others following behind, the casual yet striking pose reflects the spirit of the band. The surprising thing is, this legendary cover, which many consider the pinnacle of album art, was whipped up in just 48 hours. It proves that creativity can thrive under pressure, and its impact continues to resonate with fans of all ages today. Let's uncover the truth about the British Empire. At its height in the 20th century, the British Empire was truly colossal, controlling around 23% of the world's population and an impressive 137 million square miles of territory. Imagine a world where the sun never set on British rule. That's how vast it was. This empire spanned continents, from North America to Africa and Asia, influencing cultures and systems across the globe. Even though the British Empire officially dissolved, its legacy continues to shape modern society. Discussions around colonialism, cultural exchange, and global trade often reference its impact. Today, many countries previously under British rule celebrate their independence while simultaneously grappling with the remnants of colonial influence. So how does the history of such a vast empire influence our world today? The conversations around its significance never truly fade. Here's a wild fact about early football matches. In the past, football games were more like wild celebrations than organized sports. Imagine entire villages coming together to play, with hundreds of players charging onto the field, often with no clear rules in sight. These chaotic matches could easily lead to injuries, as players battled it out in a free-for-all. As you can guess, this rough-and-tumble version of the game was a far cry from the sleek, rule-bound football we watch today. Modern football enforces strict regulations to ensure safety and fairness, focusing on everything from offside calls to penalties. Players now wear protective gear, and referees uphold the rules, making the sport not only more enjoyable, but also safer for everyone involved. Isn't it fascinating to see how far the game has evolved from its raucous origins to the professional sport we cherish today? Prepare to be amazed by the Olympic rings. The 5 gray fins, arranged in a circle, represent the unity of the 5 continents during the Olympic Games in Olympia. Each ring symbolizes a different part of the world: Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. The design highlights the spirit of friendship and competition that connects athletes from diverse backgrounds. Interestingly, Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of the modern Olympics, chose this design in 1913, aiming to promote peace and understanding through sports. The overlapping rings show how nations can come together, despite their differences. Each time athletes raise their flags during the ceremonies, they celebrate not just their individual achievements, but also the global connection that the Olympics encourages. Isn't it inspiring how a simple design can symbolize such grand ideals? Here's a wild fact about armadillos and ecosystems. Did you know that these unique creatures might play an important role in maintaining ecological balance? Armadillos are not just intriguing for their armored shells, they also contribute to their environments in surprising ways. For instance, their digging habits help aerate the soil, improving its quality and allowing plants to thrive. By turning over the soil, they also help with nutrient recycling, which supports the growth of various plant species. In habitats where armadillos roam, you might find that their presence promotes a healthier ecosystem overall. This relationship is particularly significant in regions like Gusta, where the balance of flora and fauna is crucial. Their activities may even provide benefits for other wildlife by creating spaces for burrowing animals and new plant growth. Isn't it amazing how one small animal can have such a big impact on the environment? Is it really true that HIV comes from monkeys? Yes, it's a surprising fact. The human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, is famously feared because of its serious health consequences. But many might not know how it originated. The virus likely began in Africa, where it jumped from animals to humans. Specifically, scientists believe that the sooty Mangabe monkey is where HIV initially came from. This leap happened when people hunted or came into contact with these monkeys, exposing them to the virus present in the animal's blood. While HIV can only be transmitted from someone already infected, understanding its roots can help demystify the disease. Knowing the history of HIV reminds us of the importance of education and awareness, which can reduce stigma. So next time you hear about HIV, remember it's not just a virus, it has a story that connects us to wildlife. What else might we learn about our health through nature? Mozzarella cheese is a global favorite, but why? This delightful cheese originates from Italy and has captured the hearts and taste buds of people all around the world. Known for its soft, creamy texture and mild flavor, mozzarella is especially famous as the star ingredient in dishes like pizza and caprese salad. Did you know that it's even used in various cuisines beyond Italian cooking? From sandwiches in the United States to casseroles in Mexico, mozzarella finds its way into countless meals. The cheese is made from the milk of water buffaloes or cows, and its unique stretching ability is what makes it so special. As mozzarella becomes the most consumed cheese globally, it's interesting to see how this humble ingredient has evolved over centuries, adapting to different cultures and tastes. Have you tried fresh mozzarella? Its creamy goodness is truly an experience worth savoring. Curiosity is key to unlocking knowledge. This simple yet powerful idea encourages people of all ages to keep asking questions and exploring the world around them. Cultivating curiosity can ignite a passion for learning that lasts a lifetime, whether you're 12 or 70. When we allow our curiosity to lead us, we discover new interests, deepen our understanding of complex topics, and engage more fully with our environments. This isn't just about academic pursuits. It's also about connecting with others and experiencing life in richer ways. Every question we ask is a step towards real understanding, and every new interest opens up fresh avenues for exploration. So the next time you encounter something puzzling or unfamiliar, embrace that spark of curiosity. What will you discover if you follow it? Hard to believe, but black holes hold infinite mysteries. At the very heart of a black hole, scientists believe is a singularity, a point where matter is crushed to infinite density. This means that the usual rules of physics, like gravity and time, no longer apply. Imagine squeezing everything you know about the universe into an endlessly tiny space. Because of this bizarre nature, the singularity raises many questions for researchers. How does space and time behave under such extreme conditions? We can't see black holes directly, but we detect them by their surroundings, often observing stars spiraling into a seemingly empty void. The quest to understand singularities also challenges our understanding of the universe itself, pushing the limits of our physics. Each discovery about them could unlock new secrets, leading us closer to solving the greatest puzzles of the cosmos. Are we ready for what we might find? Have you heard about wife carrying in Finland? This unique sport involves men racing while carrying their wives on their backs. Originating in Finland, this competition is quite the spectacle, combining athleticism with a bit of fun and tradition. The sport has its own set of rules, and the goal is to navigate an obstacle course as quickly as possible while balancing a partner on your back. The origins of wife-carrying are rooted in folklore, with tales of men showing off their strength and commitment. Interestingly, competitors can carry their partners in any style, so creativity plays a role too. The highlight of this quirky event is the World Wife Carrying Championship held annually in Sonkajervi, where teams from around the globe participate. It's not just a test of speed, but also teamwork and balance. So if you're looking for a thrilling spectacle, wife carrying might just be the surprising sport to watch. Most people don't know this, but the uvula matters. The uvula is the small, fleshy structure that dangles at the back of your mouth, and it plays a surprising role in our bodies. Its name comes from the Latin word uva, meaning grape, because of its shape. This tiny organ helps with several important functions, like speech and swallowing. When you talk, the uvula assists in the production of certain sounds, particularly in languages like Arabic, where it plays a key role. It also helps prevent food from entering the nasal cavity during swallowing, ensuring that our food travels the right way. Interestingly, your uvula can even give important signals about your health. For example, if it becomes enlarged, it could indicate sleep apnea or other issues. So next time you look in the mirror, take a moment to appreciate your uvula. This little grape-shaped structure does more than you might think. Why exactly does the Jet Servant catch our attention? This remarkable 700-foot-long boat is not just any vessel. It's specifically designed for transporting superyachts. Imagine a gigantic floating garage, capable of carrying up to 36 luxury yachts at once. The Jet Servant allows yacht owners to move their precious floating homes across oceans without the need for lengthy sailing trips. This innovative design features advanced technology and safety measures, ensuring each yacht is carefully secured during transit. Whether it's to avoid rough seas or to save on fuel, this ship offers an efficient alternative to traditional yacht transportation methods. With growing demand for luxury experiences, the Jet Servant plays a crucial role in the world of high-end boating, making it easier for enthusiasts to enjoy their time on the water. Why doesn't everyone know about this incredible vessel? Did you know that only female mosquitoes bite? This surprising fact comes from their need for protein, which they obtain from blood to produce their eggs. While both male and female mosquitoes start their lives in water, the males lead a more peaceful existence, mainly sipping on plant juices and nectar for energy. Females, on the other hand, take to the skies in search of a blood meal. Their biting behavior ensures they can gather enough nutrients to develop their eggs. Interestingly, female mosquitoes are equipped with specialized mouthparts called proboscis, allowing them to pierce the skin and access blood vessels. They are attracted to carbon dioxide, heat, and body odor, making certain people more appealing targets. So next time you swat away a buzzing mosquito, remember that it's the female doing the biting to fulfill her reproductive needs. You might be shocked to learn about ancient jewelry. Archaeologists recently unearthed shell beads in Morocco that date back a staggering 150,000 years, making them the oldest known jewelry in history. These beautiful beads likely served a deeper purpose than mere decoration. They probably signified status or identity among early humans. Imagine crafting pieces of art from natural materials long before written history was even a thing. This incredible discovery reveals that our ancestors had an appreciation for art and symbolism, reflecting their social dynamics and individual identities. It shows that humans have always been creative, seeking to express themselves in various ways. From these ancient beads to modern-day jewelry, the desire to showcase individuality and convey personal stories through adornment has been a timeless part of the human experience. What other hidden treasures from our past await discovery? You won't believe how newborns taste the world. Newborns are equipped with a remarkable gift. They have nearly 30,000 taste buds spread across their tongue, cheeks, and the roof of their mouth. This incredible number means they experience flavors much more intensely than adults, who have only about 10,000 taste buds remaining. This heightened sense of taste is crucial for newborns. It helps them identify nutritious foods while steering clear of any harmful substances. The sensitivity to different flavors encourages them to seek out what they need for healthy growth. Interestingly, most of those extra taste buds gradually disappear within the first few years of life. This means that as children grow, their taste experiences become less intense, making way for a more mature palate. So next time you share a meal with a little one, remember, they may just be tasting the world in ways you can only imagine. Did you know berries have their seeds on the outside? This unique feature makes berries stand out among other fruits. Unlike most fruits, where seeds are hidden within the flesh, berries showcase their tiny seeds on the surface. This intriguing trait not only enhances their visual appeal, adding a touch of whimsy, but also highlights the incredible variety found in nature. Think about strawberries, raspberries, and even blueberries. When you bite into these juicy fruits, the crunch of the seeds adds a delightful texture that complements their sweet, tangy flavors. Botanically speaking, berries are considered a type of simple fruit, forming from a single ovary of a flower. Their vibrant colors and natural sweetness attract not just humans, but also birds and animals, helping to spread their seeds far and wide. Have you ever thought about how this adaptation benefits the plant? By dispersing seeds, berries ensure their growth in new locations, creating a cycle of life that's both fascinating and essential for ecosystems. So, the next time you enjoy a handful of berries, remember their extraordinary seed placement. Believe it or not, sharing your plans can save lives. When you let someone know where you're going and when you expect to return, you provide essential information that can help rescuers find you faster if something goes wrong. Imagine you're hiking in a remote area or embarking on a road trip. If something unexpected happens and you don't return on time, your family or friends will have a starting point for their search. This shared information helps them provide authorities with a clear idea of your route, potential hazards, and timing. In fact, search and rescue teams can cover more ground efficiently when they know where to begin looking. So whether you're going on a short walk or a long journey, remember to inform someone about your plans. It's a small step that could make a huge difference in keeping you safe. Can you believe glaciers hold so much fresh water? Glaciers and ice sheets are more than just stunning landscapes. They contain about 69% of the world's fresh water. This frozen treasure plays a vital role in regulating our planet's climate by reflecting sunlight and cooling the atmosphere. As temperatures rise due to global warming, these icy giants are melting at an alarming rate, which poses serious risks for sea levels and freshwater availability. Imagine coastal cities facing flooding because the oceans are rising. Melting glaciers don't just threaten our homes, they also disrupt ecosystems that rely on stable freshwater sources. Many plant and animal species depend on the water supplied by glaciers, especially in warmer months. If we neglect these natural wonders, we could face severe consequences, like droughts in areas that depend on glacial meltwater for irrigation and drinking. Protecting glaciers means safeguarding our future, ensuring that we have clean water and stable ecosystems. Don't you think it's time to pay attention to these icy giants and their crucial role in our world? Hard to believe, but Facebook can skew happiness perceptions. Studies reveal that scrolling through your Facebook feed might lead you to think your friends are living perfect lives filled with joy. You see their vacation photos, happy family gatherings, and exciting milestones, painting a vibrant picture of their happiness. However, these snapshots don't show the whole story. Many users only share highlights, not the everyday struggles or low moments that everyone experiences. This constant comparison can trick you into feeling that you're missing out, leading to feelings of inadequacy or even depression. The platform often gives a distorted view of reality, making it easy to forget that everyone has ups and downs. In a world so connected, why do we still feel alone? Understanding this can help us use social media more mindfully, fostering genuine connections rather than chasing an unrealistic standard of happiness. Here's a wild fact about volcano snails. These extraordinary creatures thrive in extreme environments, particularly near hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor. What makes them truly fascinating is their unique survival strategy. Volcano snails don't actually need to eat. Instead, they host symbiotic bacteria within their bodies that convert chemicals from the hot, mineral-rich water into energy. This remarkable relationship allows volcano snails to flourish in places where most life forms would struggle. The bacteria live in specialized cells within the snails, processing the nutrients they need to survive, while also keeping the snails alive. Imagine living in such a harsh environment and relying on tiny helpers to thrive. Not only do volcano snails demonstrate the power of symbiosis, but they also show us how life can adapt in the most unexpected ways. Scientists study these snails to learn more about life's resilience and potential for survival, even in the deepest parts of the ocean. Isn't it amazing how nature finds solutions we often can't even imagine? Did you know ornithorynches can battle with venom? These fascinating creatures, often referred to as a mix between birds and mammals, have a unique feature: venomous spurs on their hind legs. When it comes to mating season, male ornithorynches are not just competing for attention, they engage in intense battles using these spurs. The venom isn't meant to harm their rivals severely. Instead, it plays a role in establishing dominance and attracting females. When two males clash, they aim to impress potential mates by showcasing their strength and agility during these contests. Interestingly, this characteristic adds a layer of complexity to their breeding rituals, making them one of the few venomous species known to exhibit such behavior. So next time you think about courtship in the animal kingdom, remember ornithorynches and their extraordinary way of winning over partners. The world of nature is filled with surprises, and these creatures remind us that even the methods of love can be quite fierce. Here's what actually happens when you receive an apple. In ancient Greece, an apple was more than just a tasty fruit. It symbolized love and commitment. If a man handed an apple to a woman, it wasn't just a casual gift, it was a bold marriage proposal. This unique tradition showed how deeply intertwined fruit was with romance in Greek culture. The apple represented desire, beauty, and fertility, making it quite the powerful token. You can imagine the excitement and anxiousness of women eagerly waiting for that special moment when someone would present them with an apple. It mirrored their hopes and dreams of love, highlighting how even simple things can carry deep meaning. The act of giving an apple connected people, creating bonds that went beyond mere words. So next time you see an apple, think about its romantic roots. Isn't it fascinating how fruit can have such rich symbolism? Believe it or not, your skin is enormous. While we often think of organs like the heart or lungs, the skin actually takes the crown as the largest organ in the human body. Covering an average of 18 square feet and weighing around 8 to 10 pounds, it serves many vital roles. Not only does skin protect our internal organs from the outside world, but it also helps regulate body temperature and allows us to feel sensations like touch, heat, and pain. Skin is made up of three primary layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. Each layer plays an important role in keeping our bodies safe and healthy. For instance, the epidermis acts as a barrier against germs and pollutants, while the dermis contains blood vessels, hair follicles, and sweat glands. Plus, skin is constantly renewing itself. Our bodies shed millions of skin cells every day. So next time you think about your health, remember to give some credit to your amazing skin. How many fascinating functions can you think of that this large organ performs? Did you know about dissociative fugue's wild effects? This rare psychological condition can lead to dramatic changes in a person's life. During a dissociative fugue, individuals might suddenly travel far from home, adopting a new identity that can last for days or even weeks. Imagine waking up in an unfamiliar place, not recalling how you got there, and having no memory of your past life. This can be frightening and disorienting, not only for the person experiencing it, but also for their loved ones. Experts believe that stress, trauma, or significant life changes trigger dissociative fugue, allowing the mind to escape from overwhelming emotions. While it is a temporary state, the consequences can be profound, leading to confusion and challenges in reconnecting with their real identity. How do people cope with such a bizarre experience? Prepare to be amazed by the universe's hidden secrets. Did you know that about 95% of the universe is made up of dark matter and dark energy? This is mind-blowing, considering that all the stars, planets, and galaxies we can see make up only a tiny 5% of everything out there. Dark matter and dark energy are mysterious forces that scientists are still trying to fully understand. Dark matter does not emit light or energy, making it invisible to our telescopes. However, its presence can be felt through its gravitational effects on visible matter. On the other hand, dark energy is thought to be responsible for the accelerated expansion of the universe. Despite being invisible, these components play a crucial role in the structure and fate of our universe. What else could be lurking in the cosmos that we can't even see? Most people don't know this, but diamonds can shatter. Diamonds are celebrated as the hardest natural substance on Earth, proudly earning a perfect score of 10 on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness. This exceptional strength comes from their unique crystal structure, which makes them incredibly resistant to scratching. However, don't be fooled into thinking they're indestructible. Under certain conditions, diamonds can be surprisingly fragile. If struck with enough force, they can chip or even shatter, revealing a softer side to these seemingly invincible gems. This dual nature surprises many. While you might see diamonds as perfect for enduring everyday wear, they require some TLC to maintain their beauty. So when wearing diamond jewelry, be mindful of where and how you wear it. Protect these precious stones from hard hits and rough surfaces to keep them looking stunning for years to come. Hard to believe, but Swiss cheese gets its holes from bubbles. These iconic holes, or eyes, form during the fermentation process when bacteria produce carbon dioxide. As the cheese ages, this gas creates air pockets in the curd, resulting in the delightful texture we associate with Swiss cheese. Interestingly, if you see a wheel of Swiss cheese without holes, it means the cheese was made in an exceptionally clean environment, preventing gas formation. Factors like temperature, storage time, and acidity can influence the size of the holes. Cheesemakers may even choose to limit the formation of these holes, creating a smoother texture instead. So next time you're enjoying a tasty slice of Swiss cheese, remember that those little holes tell a story about the meticulous fermentation process behind your favorite dairy treat. Most people don't know this, but billionaires give back. Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, is one of the high-profile figures who has committed to the Giving Pledge. This movement encourages billionaires to share a significant portion of their wealth with charitable causes. Zuckerberg's focus areas include education, medical research, and innovative technology initiatives. By taking this pledge, he joins the ranks of other wealthy individuals like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, who believe in the power of philanthropy to make the world a better place. For example, Zuckerberg has invested in educational programs that aim to improve schools and increase access to quality learning for all children. By aligning his efforts with cutting-edge medical research, he also supports advancements that can transform healthcare. This commitment sparks hope that more billionaires will follow suit, leveraging their fortunes to tackle pressing global issues. Will this trend inspire others to join the cause? Did you know Mireia Belmonte trained in a bubble? In 2019, the Spanish swimmer took her training to the next level using a unique setup that included a treadmill inside a special bubble connected to a Hyundai Nexo. While most athletes contend with the usual air quality, Mireia benefited from a surprisingly clean environment. The Hyundai Nexo is not your ordinary car. It operates on hydrogen fuel and emits only purified air instead of harmful pollutants. This innovative approach provided Mireia with fresh, clean oxygen while she exercised, helping her enhance her performance and health. It showcased how creativity and technology can push the boundaries of sports training. Imagine running on a treadmill where the air is not only fresh, but actively contributing to your stamina. This combination of cutting-edge technology and rigorous training reflects how modern advancements can give athletes like Mireia a competitive edge. Could this be the future of training for all sports? Did you know goalkeepers think faster than teammates? A recent study has revealed that the brains of goalkeepers process information at lightning speed, outpacing their fellow players. This remarkable ability helps them respond quickly to game situations, like when a striker aims for the goal. The research suggests that these athletes have a heightened capacity to analyze their environment, allowing them to anticipate and block shots effectively. By quickly evaluating the opponent's movements and predicting play patterns, goalkeepers can make split-second decisions that can change the course of a match. This enhanced brain function is crucial, especially in high-stakes moments when every second counts. So next time you watch a thrilling soccer game, Remember that the impressive reflexes and decision-making skills of goalkeepers may just be rooted in their speedy brain processing. Can you imagine supermarkets donating food instead of wasting it? In 2016, France made headlines by becoming the first country to implement a bold law aimed at tackling food waste. This groundbreaking legislation requires supermarkets to donate any unsold but still edible food to charities or food banks, rather than tossing it out or destroying it. The initiative not only helps to combat the shocking amount of food thrown away yearly, but also provides much-needed meals for those in need. By setting this global precedent for food responsibility, France encourages other nations to rethink how they handle surplus food. Since its introduction, the law has inspired discussions around sustainability and social responsibility, proving that a simple change can make a huge difference. Could this be the key to fighting hunger while reducing waste all around the world? Why exactly does the Kuwaiti dinar reign supreme? The Kuwaiti dinar, KWD, is often known as the most valuable currency in the world, and it's no coincidence. This remarkable status stems from Kuwait's strong economic growth and stable political environment. Following the discovery of vast oil reserves in the 20th century, Kuwait transformed its economy, becoming a major player in the global oil market. Today, the dinar is a reflection of this wealth, as its value is supported by the country's significant oil exports and sound financial management. Unlike many currencies that fluctuate wildly, the dinar's strength remains consistent, making it a safe haven for investors. Additionally, the government of Kuwait has implemented policies that promote sustainable growth and economic diversification, further solidifying the dinar's worth. With this economic backdrop, are you curious about how the Kuwaiti dinar compares with other currencies around the world? Is it really true that cows have 4 stomachs? Yes, it's fascinating. Cows don't actually have 4 separate stomachs. Instead, they have one stomach made up of 4 compartments: the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. This unique digestive system is designed for cows to efficiently process their main food source, grass. When cows eat grass, it first enters the rumen, where microbes help break it down. Next, it moves to the reticulum, which catches any larger pieces. The partially digested food then passes to the omasum, where water is absorbed, and finally to the abomasum, the true stomach where digestion occurs. This remarkable process allows cows to convert tough plant material into vital nutrients that support their growth, milk production, and overall energy needs. Isn't nature incredible? Hard to believe, but cows love music. Research shows that playing soothing tunes for cows can actually enhance their milk production. When cows listen to calming music, their stress levels drop significantly, leading to happier and healthier animals. Just imagine a cow swaying gently to a melody, feeling relaxed and comfortable in its environment. This relaxation is crucial because stress can negatively impact milk yield. Dairy farmers have discovered that certain types of music, especially classical genres, work wonders on their herds. It's not just about keeping them entertained, it's about creating a peaceful atmosphere that encourages cows to produce more milk. So next time you see a herd grazing, think about how a good playlist might be helping them churn out the creamy goodness we all enjoy. Why not try playing some tunes for your own pets and see if they respond? Can you smell the fries from McDonald's ads? McDonald's recently wowed everyone in the Netherlands with a creative advertising campaign called "Smells Like McDonald's." This innovative idea took advertising to a whole new level by releasing the mouth-watering aroma of their famous French fries right into the air. The campaign used special posters equipped with packets of fries and a clever ventilation system that spread the delicious scent to entice passers-by. Imagine walking down the street and suddenly being hit by the irresistible smell of hot, crispy fries. This unique sensory experience not only caught people's attention, but also created a nostalgic vibe, reminding many of their favorite fast food moments. By stimulating their sense of smell, McDonald's aimed to draw potential customers into their restaurants, proving that sometimes a delightful scent can be just as effective as a catchy jingle. Here's something incredible about the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower stands proudly at a height of approximately 1,083 feet, making it one of the tallest structures in Paris. In comparison, the Musim Panas, which is much shorter, doesn't even come close to matching the Eiffel's impressive stature. From the top of the Eiffel Tower, visitors can enjoy a breathtaking view of the city, taking in famous landmarks like the Seine River and the Arc de Triomphe. This magnificent structure offers not just a viewing platform, but also a glimpse into 19th century engineering marvels. The stark difference in height between these two landmarks highlights how the Eiffel Tower remains a symbol of France's architectural prowess. So next time you find yourself gazing up at this iconic structure, remember how its height changes your perspective of the entire city. What other surprising facts do you know about iconic landmarks? Did you know about the underground river in Puerto Princesa? This captivating natural wonder stretches an incredible 5 miles, making it one of the longest navigable underground rivers in the entire world. Nestled within the stunning landscapes of the Philippines, the Puerto Princesa subterranean river flows gracefully through an enchanting cave that showcases breathtaking stalactites and stalagmites. As you glide along its crystal-clear waters, you're surrounded by dazzling rock formations that have taken thousands of years to form. The river isn't just a visual feast, it also serves as a critical habitat for various species of wildlife, drawing nature enthusiasts and adventurers from around the globe. This UNESCO World Heritage Site offers visitors a unique opportunity to explore a remarkable ecosystem, where the interplay of light and darkness creates a magical atmosphere. The experience of navigating through this subterranean wonder leaves many in awe of nature's artistic power. So, whether you're an explorer at heart or simply seeking beauty in nature, the Puerto Princesa subterranean river is a must-see. Guess what really drives ant farming activities? Certain ant species, like the famous red and black carpenter ants, engage in a fascinating relationship with aphids, tiny sap-sucking insects. These ants don't just hunt for food, they actively farm these aphids. By protecting them from predators such as ladybugs and wasps, ants ensure a steady supply of honeydew, a sugary substance that aphids secrete. The ants even transport aphids to safer plants or help them thrive on crop roots to maximize their production of honeydew. This mutualistic relationship showcases an amazing example of cooperation in nature, where both species benefit. While aphids get protection from harm, ants enjoy a delicious treat that fuels their activities. Isn't it incredible how these tiny creatures create such complex partnerships? This fascinating dynamic contributes to the ecosystem's health, influencing plant growth and pest control. How does this change the way we view the world of insects? Prepare to be amazed by your voice's power. Imagine yelling nonstop for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days. You'd think that would create a lot of noise, right? Surprisingly, even with that constant shout, you'd only produce enough sound energy to heat a single cup of coffee. Sound is a fascinating phenomenon. It travels through vibrations in the air, which carry energy. However, human voices, despite their intensity, are not very efficient at generating heat. The energy produced by yelling is minimal compared to other sources, such as electrical appliances. Just think, your loudest shouts, powerful as they may feel, don't pack much of a thermal punch. It puts into perspective how we might take the volume and energy of our voices for granted. So next time you scream in excitement or frustration, remember the incredible balance between energy and effort. Let's uncover the truth about Roosevelt's handshakes. On January 1st, 1907, Theodore Roosevelt made history by shaking hands with a staggering 8,513 people in just one day at a White House reception. This impressive feat wasn't just for show, it symbolized Roosevelt's unique connection with the American people. As a president who deeply believed in engaging with citizens, he often held open receptions where anyone could come and meet him. Imagine the excitement of standing in line, waiting to shake hands with the leader of the country. Roosevelt's record-breaking day required immense stamina and enthusiasm, reflecting his larger-than-life personality. He embraced this tradition to demonstrate accessibility and approachability, breaking down barriers between the presidency and the public. Although his record has yet to be beaten, it continues to inspire others about the power of connection and personal touch in leadership. How many handshakes would you manage in a day? Let's uncover the truth about bouldering. This exciting climbing style has a fascinating origin. The term bouldering comes from the practice of scaling small rocks or boulders without using ropes for safety. In the UK, people once saw bouldering as a quirky pastime rather than a serious sport. It stood in stark contrast to traditional activities like hiking or organized climbing. However, over time, bouldering has gained massive popularity, attracting climbers of all skill levels who appreciate its challenge and freedom. Unlike more formal climbing routes, bouldering allows climbers to connect with nature directly and test their skills on shorter, yet often very tricky, routes called problems. Today, indoor bouldering gyms are popping up everywhere, making it accessible for everyone. Whether you're a beginner trying your first climb or a seasoned pro tackling a difficult problem, bouldering offers adventure and thrill in every grip. Why not give it a try? Did you know about Clinton's surprising scandal with Jennifer Flowers? In 1992, former President Bill Clinton faced serious allegations of an almost 10-year affair with cabaret singer Jennifer Flowers. This shocking claim emerged during Clinton's first campaign for the presidency and quickly turned into a media sensation. Flowers alleged that she had a long-term romantic relationship with Clinton, which was met with both disbelief and curiosity. As the news broke, Clinton adamantly denied the allegations, maintaining that he had never engaged in an affair with her. This scandal created a whirlwind of controversy, affecting public opinion and putting his campaign under intense scrutiny. The way Clinton handled the scandal also raised questions about his integrity and trustworthiness. When politicians face such personal challenges, it becomes a critical test of their character and ability to lead. This incident not only shaped Clinton's presidency, but also highlighted how media attention can amplify personal issues into political crises, affecting the course of history. What do you think of how scandals impact political figures? Dive into Houston's incredible sky pool experience. The Sky Pool in Houston, Texas, is a jaw-dropping swimming pool situated 492 feet in the air. Imagine swimming in an 8-inch thick, transparent plexiglass pool that allows you to see the bustling streets far below. This extraordinary pool is suspended between two concrete cantilever beams, offering swimmers a breathtaking view that's hard to match anywhere else. As you glide through the water, you get to experience the exhilarating sensation of being suspended in the sky with the cityscape stretched out beneath you. Whether you're seeking a thrill or just a unique way to enjoy a swim, the Sky Pool is sure to leave you amazed. Did you ever think swimming could come with such a stunning view and a bit of adrenaline? It's not just a pool, it's an unforgettable adventure that combines architecture, design, and fun in a way that captivates both locals and tourists. So if you're in Houston, don't miss out on the chance to take a swim that's literally above the rest. Did you know drones can trim trees safely? On January 18, 2024, a certified drone skillfully caught footage of an aerial saw pilot trimming trees next to power lines. This exciting scene highlighted the drone's remarkable ability to tackle branches that might threaten safety. With advancements in technology, drones equipped with specialized saws allow operators to maintain power lines without the risks associated with traditional methods, like climbing ladders or using heavy machinery. The drone hovers above, providing a bird's-eye view and precise control while cutting branches that could fall and disrupt service. Not only does this method improve efficiency and safety, but it also minimizes environmental impact as fewer machines are needed on the ground. This innovative approach opens the door for more effective tree maintenance practices, making our power lines safer for everyone. Are you ready to see how drones change our world? Did you know y'all has Southern roots? The term y'all is a contraction of you all and famously comes from Southern American English. While it's often linked to the warm, friendly vibes of the Southern United States, this handy word has been making its way to other places like Australia and even the UK. First popping up in writing in the early 19th century, y'all was likely created to offer a more casual and welcoming way to address groups. Instead of the stiff, you guys or you folk, y'all cuts through the formality, making conversations feel more personal. Its charm lies in its ability to foster a sense of community, inviting everyone into the dialogue. Whether you're chatting with friends or meeting new people, using y'all can help break the ice, showcasing inclusivity and friendliness. So are you ready to embrace y'all in your everyday conversations? Did you know that lions roamed across the globe? It's hard to imagine, but lions were once the most widely distributed large mammals, stretching their territory from Great Britain to Russia and even as far as California. Thousands of years ago, these majestic creatures were found in diverse habitats across Europe and Asia. However, around 12,000 years ago, their population began to decline rapidly. This decline was largely due to climate change, which altered their habitats and reduced their prey. Coupled with the impact of human activity such as hunting and habitat destruction, lion numbers started to dwindle. Today, they are mostly confined to Africa and a small region of India. Understanding this history not only reveals the incredible adaptability of lions, but also highlights the importance of conservation efforts to protect their remaining populations and habitats. Why did we let such powerful animals fade away? Unbelievable facts about Antarctica's McMurdo Dry Valleys. The McMurdo Dry Valleys are often called one of the driest places on the planet, having not experienced rain for over 2 million years. This astonishing fact leads to conditions that are incredibly harsh, making microbial life nearly non-existent. With an environment so extreme, the landscape resembles something you'd expect to find on another planet, which is why scientists are keen to study it. They believe that understanding this barren environment can help us learn more about life beyond Earth. For example, the dry valley's unique soil and geological features give insights into how life might adapt to extremely low moisture conditions elsewhere in the solar system. Researchers also look for clues about Earth's own history by studying the valley's ancient ice and sediment. This fascinating interplay between Earth science and astrobiology shows just how interconnected our understanding of life on Earth is, with the possibilities of life in outer space. Isn't it incredible to think of the secrets the McMurdo Dry Valleys hold? Did you know that samurai were also artists? Though famously known for their martial skills and discipline, many Japanese samurai dabbled in a variety of professions beyond swordsmanship. These warriors often embraced the arts, showcasing talents in poetry, calligraphy, and painting. Imagine a fierce samurai not just wielding a katana, but also delicately brushing strokes of ink on paper, capturing the beauty of nature or expressing deep emotions through haikus. This blend of martial prowess and artistic expression made them akin to Renaissance men, demonstrating that they valued knowledge and creativity just as much as combat. These multifaceted individuals helped cultivate a rich cultural heritage in Japan, proving that the samurai spirit was not only about warfare, but also about a profound appreciation for beauty and creativity. Isn't it fascinating how diverse their skills were? Here's a wild fact about the Conscience Fund. The U.S. government created a unique way for people to make amends for their guilt or dishonesty through a special account known as the Conscience Fund. Established in 1811, this fund allows anyone to send money if they feel they've wronged the government. Surprisingly, the largest contribution ever recorded was a whopping $18,769 in 1909, which, when adjusted for inflation, is nearly $490,000 today. This hefty donation came from an anonymous donor who wanted to make peace with their past. Over the years, the fund has received various donations for all sorts of reasons, from tax evasion to accidental overcharges. It's a fascinating illustration of human morality and accountability, showing how at times people take it upon themselves to right their wrongs. What do you think drives someone to contribute to this fund? Hard to believe, but Seth wrote about comas. This talented songwriter penned a quirky tune that claimed comas were silly, poking fun at the idea. However, life has a funny way of turning the tables. Not long after he composed that catchy song, Seth found himself in a coma due to a sudden health crisis. When he eventually woke up, he couldn't help but chuckle at the irony. The experience, he remarked, was just as silly as he had joked about in his lyrics. Despite the seriousness of a coma, Seth described it almost humorously, reflecting on how surreal it felt. This twist of fate reminded him that sometimes our own words can come back to surprise us in unexpected ways. Seth's story teaches us that humor can be found even in difficult situations, and that life is full of unpredictable moments. What do you think he learned about his own lyrics?